So we decided to make changes to the online platform, largely based off user feedback and the fact it hasn't changed an awful lot in the prior 12, 18 months since we launched it. So when we set out, we had all these ideas as to how we could help people in organizations around the world improve their mental health and well-being. But a lot of those were just assumptions or gut feelings. And it's been amazing since that point to have had real impact on people's daily lives and to see them get value from Unmind. But it's also given us a lot of insight and data and feedback as to how we could make it better. When people log into 2.0 for the first time, I think one of the first things they'll notice is a complete aesthetic overhaul. So it will look very different. We've tried to make it more globally applicable and intuitive for users as to where they should go to get value from it, depending on where they're at and what sort of situation they're trying to address. The core features all remain the same, and the core functionality, at least at the outset, is really similar to 1.0. I think one of the areas that we've tried to improve the most in 2.0 is around Zeno, which is the bot that we use on the platform to interact with users. Historically, it's kind of been a bit of a signposting bot on the homepage, but where we've got it to now and where it will be continuing to evolve and improve is around recommending and nudging users. One of the biggest requests we get in terms of feedback is people want to be reminded when it's time to continue with a series or to sort of do a relaxation tool before bed. So moving forward, it'll continue to get smarter, more personalized, and be able to sort of recommend and remind people around the content and services that would be most suitable and valuable for them. Some of the things that I'm personally most excited about that are on the sort of near-term horizon are empowering the user with deeper, more structured insights about their own mental health and well-being. So we've overhauled the index to make that way more appropriate for a global audience. And I think one of the things with the series is looking at how we can help users track their progress and inputs and behavior change from when they start a series to when they finish it. And then they can sort of reflect on that by the end of it and in the future as to what has helped them throughout that journey, and make sure that they're tapping into that again if problems reoccur, if they just want to sort of have a refresher on it. Looking to the future, and like, don't hold me to this, but if I had a magic wand, then one of the things that in the not too distant future I'd love Unmind to be doing is offering more of an environment for people who are passionate about mental health and well-being to build and foster a community of ambassadors and champions within the organization. So if Unmind could start being the go-to location for these people to collaborate, share, discuss best practice, talk about events, plan things for the future, then I think that would be an amazing addition to what we're already offering that's very specific about the individual. But I think we could be far better at bringing groups and communities together and giving them an area and environment to have that dialogue. This might sound like a bit of a cop-out, but I think the area I'm generally most excited about for 2.0 is the aesthetic overhaul. It's completely redesigned, and that might not be a feature specifically, but I think it makes the entire platform more accessible, usable, and friendly and engaging for all of our users.